Hello, welcome to a new video. In this video I am going to be building this what is it? Curtiss Tomahawk IIB. This is one of the only one kits. I've done one of these before, where you get everything with it. You get the brushes, you get the paint, as you can see there, and you get the glue. I've done 3 previous ones. I've done a Messerschmitt, a Spitfire and a Hurricane. The decals on these look a bit more complicated, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I shall put this together, and you can join me on this journey and we'll see how it turns out. So let's open the box, see what we get in the box. A couple of tapes on this. So we have our sets of paints, our glue, you have the instructions, and you get your decals for later when you're ready to do them. And then obviously the bits of the plane. Let's just open these up. Not a great deal. It's not a what's the kit? This not a really hard kit. There's the bits that you have for the plane. So I'm going to make a start on this, and I'm not going to video it. I'm actually going to put it in photographs like I've done with the other ones. Paintbrush in there. I'm going to put it in photographs so you can see it at different stages, and see how we get on with it. Let's get started on it then. So first part we have to do is find 93. These should be labelled up. I think it's 93, yeah, 93. That's 94. This must be 93. Can't see any labelling on it, but those have got 157, 94 and 29, so this is going to be 93. So it's just black basically. So what we have to do is get these 2 bits and the paintbrush. I've already got some water here ready for cleaning off. These are just acrylic paints, they're not enamel paints. Paint the inside of here. This is so it can be seen when it's put together. Okay, so I've painted them up. Not the best, but they're going to be inside anyway. And then I've cut off the bits I need for the propeller. These can be quite fiddly. The idea is not to glue the propeller in because that's going to spin, but we'll see if we manage that. So the propeller, the idea is to put the, oh, wrong way. Put the propeller in this. My goodness, this is fiddly. Put the propeller in there and then glue that to here. So let's get some glue out. So we just put a bit of glue on the edge there, a bit there, a bit there, and then we pop that over the top. If we've got it in the right place there. There we go. So you squeeze it in like that. So it's in like that, if you can see it. Okay. Then what we've got to do is paint up the propeller. So we want 33 on the propeller, which I think is going to be that one. Right, I shall paint this up and I'll come back again. Okay, so I've moved on a little bit. And basically we've got the wing structure, the fuselages together. I've just got to slot the propeller in, and the wing structure's got a bit on the back. It's got a bit of paint over it, needs a couple of coats, as does the seat parts. And as you can see, the propeller is a bit patchy, so that needs another coat. So that's where we're up to. I'm just going to complete these bits with paint because obviously I have to wait for the paint to dry, and then I'll move on to the next part. Okay, I'm going to put the propeller in here now. This is not going to be easy. has to go through that hole. Cut this off with a knife. It is small, this, so I don't want it flicking off anywhere. Okay, so what we're going to do is put a blob of glue in the end to bob it in place. There we go, that's in there. So that's that done. That was a little tiny piece, that. What I have to do is make sure it's pressed well down. There we go. I'm going to repaint those propellers when the plane's in a more solid condition. But as you can see, the rest have been painted. They're okay. So we're looking at all these seat parts join up in here. So they'll need gluing in. I think the seat, let's have a look. Well, the seat goes into that bit there. Seat goes into that bit. We've got a stick that goes in there, and that front piece there goes on there. Goes on that bit, like that. So we'll sort them out, and we'll move on to the next bit. Okay, so we've glued the seat and the front panel in there, and I have put another coat on the propellers to make them look better, not as patchy. So we need to let them dry off now. And the next bit to do is to get the other wing sections off. So we need part 9A and 8A, which are going to be these two. So 9A and 8A. Drop it there. These are the wing parts, and they have to glue onto here. So let's see how we're going to do that. Yeah, it's going to be a big flat piece, isn't it? So what I will do is put the glue along the wing edge there. Okay, so the guns are going to go to the front. So that is going to go on there like that. Pretty easy to put together, that one. Oh, look at that. Okay, and then on this one, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to glue by doing this structure rather than put it on the wings. A bit much there, actually. A lot of glue there. Spread that across. Okay. That can be a bit heavy-handed with this poly cement. Okay, and then we squash that in. Make sure it's on straight. Okay, and let me squash it a bit. There we go. Oh no, it's not quite in the right place, that. Oh dear. There we go, that's better. I'm not bothered about getting fingerprints on it because I will clean it all up before I paint it. So. Okay. So that's the wing structure together. Again, we're now going to have to wait for that to dry off before we can do anything else with it. So I've done that bit of gluing. We've got the wings on. I had to take them off again, which wasn't easy, and using my little grinding tool I had to grind the glue off, because this poly cement, it melts the plastic slightly to get it on. That's how it joins. So I had to take it off because this tail bit was bending that way. Didn't quite get it in correctly, so I had to take it all apart, take it down again, and then grind it off and then put it back in the right place. But I've managed to do it now. It's looking a bit of a mess at the minute, but it will look good when it's finished. Okay, so I'm going to look at the next bit, which is few cowling bits, stuff like that. So I'll cut them out and I'll show you them being glued on. So one, I've got 4A here. This needs to go under here, so it sticks out from under there, like that. Oh, I see, you can either put either one on. You either have it closed or you have it open. Well, I've got it open now, so I'm going to leave it with that one. I think that looks okay. Yeah. Okay, so the next bit, there's a couple of cowlings for the front and back. As you can see, there's one missing there, one missing there. So I shall cut them out and we shall look at putting them on. Okay, so we've got this long cowling. I'm just going to put the light on, make it a bit brighter. Right, we've got this cowling to go on the top there. Just going to test fit it. Yep, that looks fine. Might be a little bit of trimming needed on that actually. Where it was attached. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, that looks fine. We'll get that glued on. Okay, let's attach that. Well, that is the top cowling. Oh, not quite gone in. Okay, so top cowling's on, bottom cowling is on now. So, what we're looking at now, I think we're going to be moving on to the rudders at the back now. So, take these up without breaking them. So, these side bits need to go in like that, into that slot there. Let's just make sure they fit. Yes, they do. So we'll bang some glue on that. I notice the body's starting to come apart a bit at the top there, so I might have to just squeeze that together again with a bit of glue. There we go. Sweep that bit of excess glue off. That's it. And then you have to look at the back of the plane to make sure that you put them up at the right angle, that they stay in that angle while they're drying. It's okay. Right, those are in. So we need to put this on now at the back. We've got a bit of, and then when I've done this one, I'm just going to leave it to dry for a bit. These are quite fragile, these back parts, so I'll do this and I'll come back to you.